everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up Demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So it seems to take forever. I am going live on one part, my YouTube, before 4:30, and then it takes almost an hour, a minute for it to get onto Facebook. Oh well, it's all good. At least I'm here. So welcome to my YouTube. Make sure that you're subscribed just down here below. Hit that bell and you'll get notified immediately. And with the same with my Facebook page or my Facebook group, make sure that you've got the notifications on. That way you do get notified. I do go regularly. I do go at a certain time, and it's always, well, I say always 4:30 on a Tuesday with my technique. Last week I was really out of it, obviously, because I came on early. One thing I will say right at the very beginning, though, excuse me, excuse me, is that I am going to be going, oh, and I don't even have any water down here. Oh dear. Anyways. All right, so here we are down on my desktop here, and we are doing the technique. This is Tuesday where I do a technique, and I've got to grab something to drink. Probably the one time that I don't have a thing of water beside me. Anyways, it's all good. So, yeah, so tomorrow, actually, for my mystery challenge, I have to go a little later. I couldn't get out of an appointment at 2 o'clock, and I don't think I'll get home by 3 o'clock. But we'll go as close to 3 o'clock as I can. Remember that this is part of a live, so if I do talk with different people, and I am going to be asking for input today, and if I do talk with different people, that's just what I do because of my lives. And if you don't like that, what you can do is just watch it on a replay, and then you can just watch it on a replay, and then you can scoot on by. Oh man, things are going all crazy. I've got my picture up here, and that's okay. We're going to try doing it with my pick on pick. All right, so today it's the embossed kissing technique. I've done the kissing technique, and I've also done embossing. And why wouldn't I want to do a certain technique that does the embossing on it, right? I'm going to end up doing it anyways. You guys all know that, right? All right. Hello, Judy, and hello, Andrea. Good to see you on here. So these two techniques are very old techniques, but hopefully it gives you a bit of an insight to do something that's a little bit different. Now, I am also using the Beauty of the Deep bundle. You know, this is my first time using it. I know one of my team members used it, but I didn't use it. So, yeah, anyways, we're going to use this. I'm going to mix it up with another couple of stamp sets, and I'll show you those as we go. Remember that this will be posted in my Facebook group, and there's a link down below for that. And this will be at 9:05 tomorrow morning. It'll be posted. And I hope that it does go live when I post it, because I'm not home tomorrow morning when it does go live. And usually I am, and I check it out. All right, so let's get started. Like I say, this is a really neat stamp set. It doesn't have any sentiments, so I struggled with what I wanted to say on here. But this is, I guess I'm being drawn to all these things because this is actually, we're going to the coral reef. So this is kind of gives a little bit of a feel towards the coral reef, right? And it does have some beautiful dies that go with it. It cuts out some of these dies. It has some coral in there. It has a lot of different things. I love this anchor, and this is going to be the center point, and this is going to be the one that we're actually doing the technique on. So let's just bring in everything. I decided to go with a Lost Lagoon card, and I wanted to do it with Misty Moonlight. And honestly, I don't know why I picked those colors. I tend to do some different things, and I go, oh, why did I do that? Anyways, I think this is going to work for it with it. This is 4 1/4 by 11, and I've scored it at 5 1/2. I have this piece of Misty Moonlight, and this is 3 3/4, I believe. 3 3/4 by 5, and then this is 3 1/4 by 4.5, I believe. Really different sizes than what I normally would use, but I thought, oh, this kind of gives a bit of a different kind of look to the card itself. All right. And then, of course, I got a piece to go on the inside, which is 3 3/4 by 5. Make sure we put that out, and hopefully I remember to decorate the inside. All right, so first thing that I want to do is I'm going to kind of get the card ready, and then we're going to go ahead and do the technique. Now, I just want to come in and I want to do some blending. This would have been really good with a water wash, would have been good as well. But I'm just going to come in and just use my Lost Lagoon, and I'm just going to lay some color down on the back. Hello, Ina. And yeah, we're just going to get some of that on there. So okay, that's kind of enough, I think. Do you notice that when you do use your blending brush that you take an awful lot of ink off of your ink pad? But that's all good too. All right, then I thought what would be really neat is to use this coral stamp, and I have it here. And I think what I'm going to do is I am just going to, I'm kind of thinking, what color are corals? They're all different colors, right? I think it depends what ocean that they're in. Hello, Joanne. All the way from Maribel. I was just talking to my son in Montreal today too, so. All right, so I'm just gonna actually just put that up there. We're just getting some look. Some look. That's really poor speech, isn't it? Anyways, that's gonna go like that. And then I thought, you know what? This stamp set has this really neat, what are these fish called? The angel fish? Somebody help me out there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use that, and I'm going to do it, I don't even know what color they are. You know, I should really investigate these things, but so I'm just going to actually have this fish kind of going off here. All right, and that was Calypso Coral that I used on there. Kind of an appropriate name, right? All right, and then what I thought I'd do is I am then going to, I have different cutouts that I've already cut out from these dies. So I thought I'd come in, and I actually did mix this up with Friends of the Ocean as well. This is that die that comes there. So this is in the soft sea foam. I'm just going to kind of lay this out, and then we'll see how it's going to look. I also have cut out this piece of coral. It's just going to go on here like so. She's not looking too bad. And then I thought it needed some more color. I know that fish is a little bit of color. So I've cut out of here, there's some sprigs here, or coral, out of Calypso Coral. And we're just going to kind of put those in there. And they're just going to be kind of hidden because that's kind of how it is, right? So it's going to go like that. But then I thought this is the image that I thought I could do and use with the technique. Now, so what you need to do is you need to pick a textured stamp. So I'm going to use this Element of Text stamp. I think this is an amazing stamp set. I'm wondering which is the right way. I put it on a block here, and I don't know which is the right way, and I'd be best to stamp it. I think this is the bottom. We'll just leave it like that anyways. But this is a good one. And then I was just looking over there, and this coral stamp would have worked well, just as well. So I probably should have used that one, but that's okay. We're just going to go ahead and use this Elements of Text. This is an online exclusive. If you are a demonstrator, you get to see the new online exclusives that come out next month. There's some really nice ones there. All right, so I didn't know what color to do this anchor. first of all, I was thinking, oh, I'll do it in a blue or a night of navy. And then I could do it in, and I thought I could do it in Poppy Parade. And I know that looks really wild, but I'm going to do this, and then you can make a choice, because I do have the night of navy one already done. So I'm just going to come and use my embossing buddy. I'm coming in with this stamp set, and I really wish, you know what? I really wish I knew which way that went. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so I'm going to come in with Versamark, and this is where the embossing part comes in. So I'm going to put embossing onto this stamp, and then this is the kissing part. So what you do is you take a stamp and you kiss it onto the other stamp. I'm going to bring it up, and we're going to just put it there. And I know this looks really kind of strange to begin with, and I'm going to come in with white embossing powder. And this part's not really going to matter too much, but I do want to make sure that all of that anchor is completely covered. Okay, so I'm just going to come in with a small paintbrush. Not that this is going to matter, because I'm going to die cut this. So see, it's starting where you see the words from there. I'm going to use my heat tool, and we'll just get it heated up a bit. So have you been trying these different techniques? I sure hope so. I find that, yeah, and it's nice to be able to do different twists on it. I was asked to do a kissing technique to go along with Valentine's Day, so this is my version, because I have done the kissing technique. Now, the bigger the image, sometimes the more it shows. Sometimes it's, the bigger the image. I had actually done Friends of the Ocean to begin with, and I found that it wasn't working when I gave it a try. So that's why I went with this. You can tell this was a scrap piece of paper, eh? All right. So let's just take it there. I've got to figure out words to put on this too as well. Now I do have the die. And this is the anchor die. Actually, I'll tell you, I was originally going to do this with the lobster, and I was going to do it as a red lobster with navy and all that nautical sort of stuff. And this is what I ended up doing. I've been out and on Zooms and everything else today, so it's just one of those days. All right, so just gonna put this on with this Post-it note tape, and then we're just gonna run it through with this small embossing, cut and emboss. There we go. All right. And then this is where I'm going to need your help. And I don't think it's really going to matter. So there we go. See how it kind of gives. Now, another thing I thought of, I should have gone with a gold to do it on, to give it a rustic sort of anchor. But honestly, this is kind of, like I said about the Friends of the Ocean, it's kind of whimsical how I've done this. So let's go. And let's get this part on here, because see, this anchor is going to go on here off to the angle, and I have a night of, or not a night of navy, misty moonlight. So it just depends. Oh, you know what? I could have two anchors on there. What do you think? No, they kind of get lost. So anyways, let me just put this on. Just going to use some glue. And oh yeah, I forgot, this is one of those glues that ooze out because it's brand new. So I might have to let it set for a second. So there's that one, and then we'll do this one as well. We have a very quiet crowd today. Yeah, this is going to ooze all out. So I'm going to let this set up just a tad. So just like that. And we might as well get these sprigs on there too. And I'm going to pop up that anchor. So, sentiments. Simply Said has some great sentiments. They're pretty plain. Let's celebrate, thinking of you, happy birthday, all of these, like with a font. I think I might do the let's celebrate, because you can use that for anything. You could use that for anniversaries. You can do that for birthdays. You can do it for almost anything. Okay, so let's just leave that like that. And then, oh, you're watching intently. Thanks, Judy. All right, so now, like I say, we're going to come in. Oh, this would have been nice on there too, this particular one. Oh, well, we're not going to use that. We're going to use mainly dies on here. But I do have to, ooh, look at this. I got orange all on it. That's okay. Let's do the let's celebrate. And what should we do? Should we do it with, I think I'll do it with Lost Lagoon. That should work out okay. See, and I don't usually have my picture up there, so it's interesting because I completely forgot all about it. So I should be looking up when I'm doing it. All right, that is so crooked. Let's just go in, pick that up. Now, Lost Lagoon or Misty Moonlight? What do you think? I think Lost Lagoon is going to tie it all together, right? So where is my Lost Lagoon? There we go. Now, I know I should have this re-inked, so let's see if I've got it dark enough. Yep, that'll work. I'm going to come in with my paper piercing mat. It's a little bit different, eh? But I like how it works, the kissing. Kissing is one of those ones that's very, very subtle. You can find it in my Facebook group. Just go under kissing. It's going to be one of the first ones that we've ever done. So let's go, let's celebrate right there. Oh, that's crooked. Oh, well. All right, so let's get this on here. So we're just going to put this on. The soft sea foam is so pretty on there. Okay, this is going to come in with a piece of coral. Went with more muted tones. And then let's put these Lost Lagoon. There you go. Copper embossing powder would have been good too. Yeah. But the whole thing really isn't really true colors anyways, right? All right, let's go and put this down there. And we can put another one. Oh, got glue on me up here. If I do it quick, then I can pick those up. Okay, so there's our, and you know what? It's not even really showing that I sponged it, is it? All right, so there we go. That's going to go on here, onto Lost Lagoon. Let's go ahead and put that on. Now, my other thing was I was going to put some twine around there, which I think I will. That adds a bit to the nautical sort of feel on here. Now, there is the twine, the natural tone linen thread, the navy, but I thought the navy was just too navy. Does that make sense? There, so I am going to come in with a natural rope, the linen twine, and I'm actually going to, let's bring it around. Bring it around a couple of times. We'll see how this looks. And then what I want to do is I want this to be a very big bow because it's going to go behind the anchor. So that's going to give a bit of added texture behind the anchor. So do we want to go with the pool party one? Not pool party, that's Poppy Parade. So it goes like that. Or do we want to go with the Misty Moonlight? I know we're going to have mixed feelings on this, but see how this is going to go on there like so. So just let me tell me which one that you'd like. And then we'll go from there. And try to think what would be the best embellishments as well. Let's see, I'm just sitting there. I'm going to see what you guys are saying. Okay, these are the ones I was thinking of, so we'll see how they work. All right, so Poppy Parade, Misty Moonlight. I knew I was going to have some different ones, so I'll just wait for a couple more. This really pops out. I don't want to put 2 on there. I just think that's a little too much, right? Anyways, just let me know. And then I thought I could also use, these are those blooming pearls, and they have this really neat greenish color that I could use on there. Okay, well, we got 2 and 2. 2 Poppy Parade and 2 Misty Moonlights. Anybody else? Andrea, I don't see yours on there. All right, so I've got that on there. I'm going to just leave that for the time being. And then I'm going to put this onto the card base. And the card base is Lost Lagoon. Let's turn it into the mountain. And you know what? I'm going to use my bone folder on there. Okay, 3 Poppy Parades. So see, this is just going to go here. Like I say, it's not the true color of what an anchor should be anyways. All right, so it looks like Poppy Parade has one out on this particular one. Now I'm going to come in with some glue dots. Oops. And there's no little ones here. Not glue dots. With some dimensionals. And I use these. I think these were paper pumpkin ones. Let's see, where are we? There we go. It was a tight vote. It was very tight. So let me just put this here. That's why when I originally did this, my thought was the Misty Moonlight. However, seeing this, it's pretty muted, so got lots of dimensionals on here. This really needs to pop up. All right. And it wouldn't have mattered which way it went, right? But, you know, this might be neat to do the coral in a different color and then go with some browns and golds and that sort of stuff. But this is, like I say, this technique is the embossed kissing technique, and it's really gives that rustic sort of look on there. All right, so like I said, I'm not wanting it to be like a bow. I just want it to be like where we've got the twine all behind. And then let's see, we could put gold on there. We could put these green ones. I find they go from big pearls to little pearls. So let's see. You know what? I'm going to do these kind of like a bubble. And we're going to use 5 of them. Let's go here. Another one here. And one more up here. I thought it would be better that I didn't have, this is a little too lined up. So let's just do it like that. All right, now we need to do the inside. So those were called the blooming pearls. And then on the inside, this will be quite easy. We could use, you know what? I think I'll use this coral because it really is a very pretty coral. And I'll use the Lost Lagoon on there again. Different, right? Not my normal card, except the embossing. All right, so let's come back in with that stamp set. Yeah, this would have been really neat to show. That would have been really neat with the Versamark. Let me just show you what that would look like. Okay, so I got to clean this off. All right, so I would come in. Let's see, I've got some blue. We'll do it on the blue. I don't have a cloth here. So I'm going to just use my emboss. I want to see what this anchor would look like with this coral and use the same stamp set from the stamp, The Beauty of the Deep. Okay, so we're going to ink this part up. Just going to put this on here. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. Just going to come here. I want to see what this would look like. And we will come with the white embossing powder. Again, you know, you have to see this sort of cut out. Oh, that is interesting. Oh my goodness, you guys. I probably should have used this. Wow. I do like this. This makes it look like it's a real corroded anchor. Huh. A snaky anchor. That's almost better than the other. What do you think? Oh my goodness, look at that. Can you see it? That is really cool. How that really kind of, that would have been really cool. I'm going to cut that out, and you guys are probably going to maybe change your mind even. I do like the red though. I do like the Poppy Parade. Yeah, it's very good. But I'm going to actually cut this out because I want to see what it looks like. It's so neat. Using that coral thing is amazing. Just come on with my Post-it note tape. Yeah, that one worked out really good. And isn't that funny? Because that's something I found on my table that I used on the card. Ooh, that doesn't sound very good, does it? Let's get that out. Yeah, I really like how that one looked. I can always do a red one as well. But let me just show you that. Look at that. What a great technique on using this particular stamp on there. That's cool. I'll actually put that beside so that you can see that on the thing. Yeah, that worked out really good with that. All right, so there we go. This will be showing at 9:05 tomorrow. It will be, like I say, in my Facebook group at 9:05 Pacific. And there we go. So yeah, there it is with using, and that would be the same on here. I think it worked better on the darker cardstock, but I think this is more condensed and it's closer together, and I think that's why that works so well on the Night of Navy. All right, so I hope you liked that. I hope you enjoyed that. I could put it on the inside, couldn't I? I could put it like that. I could do that. What do you think? You want it there? 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 We'll put it there. Why not? I've got it, so I might as well do it, right? So just like that. I do like that, done like that. There we go. All right, so I hope that you enjoyed that. Remember to give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it when you do that. This is actually going to be on a blog hop at the end of the month, so it's quite a ways out. But yeah, I hope that you do enjoy that. Remember to come back tomorrow. It's my mystery. It will be later, a tad later. I have an appointment at 2 o'clock. And it's about a 45-minute appointment. I won't get home. I'll have everything set up ahead of time, so it'll be close to 3, probably around 3:15. Then I'll be able to do that. So remember to create, because it's great for the soul. And remember, if you do live in Canada and don't have a demonstrator that you're working with, I would love to work with you. Reach out to me if you do have purchases. I give away tutorials, and I'm really excited about this other tutorial that I'm in now. It's more fancier cards than the other tutorial that I'm involved in. So hopefully that takes off and is a really good fit there. So anyways, all right, you guys, see you tomorrow just after 3 o'clock Pacific time. Remember to create, because it's great for the soul. And